Have you ever felt like someone's words or actions ruined your entire day? Maybe it was a rude comment, a disrespectful attitude, or just someone trying to get under your skin. The frustration builds up inside, and before you know it, you're lost in anger, replaying the situation over and over in your mind. But here's a question. What if you could reach a level of peace where no one's words or actions could ever bother you again? Imagine walking through life completely unshaken, no matter what anyone says or does. No more anger, no more irritation, no more wasted energy, just a deep, unbreakable calm inside you. By the end of this video, you will know exactly how to achieve this. But here's the catch. Most people will never master this skill. Why? Because they are trapped in a cycle of emotional reactions they don't even realize they have. If you stay till the end, you will unlock a life-changing secret, a mindset shift so powerful that nothing and no one will ever have control over your emotions again. Let's begin. Why do we get angry? The hidden truth: most people believe anger is caused by others. They think that person made me mad. But here's the truth. No one can make you angry. Anger is not something that happens to you. It is something you create within yourself. It is a choice, not a reaction. But why does it feel like anger is automatic? Why does it rise up before we even realize it? The answer lies in human psychology. Our brains are wired for survival. Thousands of years ago, anger helped us defend ourselves against danger. It was a signal that we needed to fight or escape. But today we are not fighting wild animals. We are fighting words, opinions, and small annoyances. The same survival instinct that once protected us is now stealing our peace. The ego's role, how your mind tricks you into anger. There is one part of you that feeds anger more than anything else: your ego. The ego is that inner voice that constantly seeks validation, respect, and control. It whispers, "They shouldn't treat me like this. They should respect me. I deserve better." And that's where the problem begins. The more you believe you deserve a certain kind of treatment, the more you suffer when reality doesn't match your expectations. Think about it. Have you ever noticed how some people get offended at the smallest things while others stay calm, even in the worst situations? It's not because life treats them differently. It's because their mindset is different. The secret to never getting angry is learning to master your mind, not the world around you. The poison you keep drinking, here's a powerful analogy. Anger is like drinking poison and expecting someone else to suffer. Every time you get angry, you are not hurting the other person. You are only hurting yourself. The person who insulted you, they moved on. The driver who cut you off, they don't even remember. But you are still carrying it. You are still replaying it in your mind, wasting precious energy on something that no longer exists. This is where true wisdom comes in. A strong person does not let emotions control them. They understand one simple truth. Anger is a trap, and the only way to win is not to play the game. The power of emotional control. Here's something most people never realize. The moment you react, you lose. The moment someone can push your buttons, they own you. They control your emotions, your thoughts, and even your actions. But what if you flipped the script? What if instead of reacting, you simply observed? Instead of getting angry, you became curious. Instead of being offended, you became indifferent. That is true power. Because when nothing can shake your peace, you become untouchable. The world no longer controls you. You control yourself. And that is the greatest freedom of all. What comes next? The secret to ultimate inner peace. Now that you understand why anger happens and how it traps you, the next step is even more powerful. Learning how to completely detach from negativity and never let anyone bother you again. Most people believe avoiding anger means suppressing it, but that's a mistake. You don't need to suppress emotions, you need to master them. In the next section, you will learn the mindset shift that will allow you to walk through life completely calm, no matter what happens around you. This is the secret few people ever discover. Are you ready to unlock it? Then keep watching. If anger is a choice, why does it feel so automatic? Why does it rise up before we can even think? Because most people don't realize they are trapped trapped in a psychological cycle so deep that they don't even cycle that keeps them reacting, keeps them frustrated, and keeps them emotionally weak. But here's the truth. The moment you recognize the trap, you can break free from it forever. How your brain traps you in anger. The human brain is a survival machine. It has one job: to protect you. But the way it does this is often the very thing that destroys your peace. When someone insults you, criticizes you, or disrespects you, your brain sees it as a threat. Not a physical threat, but a threat to your pride, your status, and your self-worth. And because your brain is wired to protect you, it instantly triggers a reaction: anger, frustration, or defensiveness. But here's the mistake. You are not in danger. Your life is not at risk. Yet your brain reacts as if it is. This is why anger feels automatic. It's not because the situation is truly dangerous. It's because your mind perceives it that way. And perception is everything. Change the perception and you change the reaction, the ego, the enemy inside. The real battle is not against the person who disrespected you. The real battle is against your own ego. The ego is that voice inside that screams, "They can't talk to me like that. They can't treat me this way. I deserve respect." But stop and think. Why does it matter? Why does someone else's opinion have so much power over you? Why does a stranger's words hold the ability to shake your entire mood? The truth is, it only bothers you because you let it. The ego is fragile. It constantly seeks validation. It wants approval. It wants control. And when it doesn't get these things, it reacts with anger. But what if you stopped feeding the ego? What if you no longer needed validation, approval, or control over how others behave? What if you simply let go? The secret to true power, here's the psychological truth. The most powerful person in any situation is the one who remains calm. Because the moment you react with anger, you give away your power. You let someone else dictate your emotions. You allow them to control your inner world. But when you remain calm, you win. Because the person trying to provoke you wants a reaction. The person trying to insult you wants you to feel hurt. The moment you stop giving them what they want, they lose all control over you. And that is real strength. How to instantly break free from anger. The next time someone insults you, tries to humiliate you, or says something offensive, do this. Pause. Do not react. Do not respond. Do not even let your face show emotion. Take a breath, and in that moment, remind yourself, this is just a test of whether you control your mind or your mind controls you. When you pause, you create space between the emotion and the reaction. In that space, you regain control. You remind yourself that what others say is not about you. It's about them. Their words come from their own insecurities, their own pain, their own unresolved issues. It has nothing to do with you. And once you realize this, you stop taking things personally. How to train your mind for unshakable calm. Mastering this skill takes practice, but once you do, you become untouchable. Here's a simple mindset shift to train your mind. Whenever someone tries to offend you, instead of getting angry, get curious. Instead of thinking, "How dare they say that to me?" think, "I wonder what makes them act this way." This shift changes everything, because the moment you approach the situation with curiosity instead of anger, you take back control. You move from reacting emotionally to thinking logically. And that is the key to power. Your energy is your responsibility. Every second you spend angry is a second you lose. Every moment you waste being bothered by others is a moment you could have used to grow, to improve, to move forward. Your energy is your responsibility. Never hand it over to people who don't deserve it. Never waste it on those who have no power over your life. Because at the end of the day, anger is nothing more than a distraction from your peace, your growth, and your purpose. And the moment you refuse to engage with it, you free yourself forever. Detachment, the ultimate weapon against anger. Imagine someone throwing a burning coal at you. If you catch it, you get burned. If you ignore it, it falls to the ground harmless. This is how anger works. Every insult, every criticism, every negative action is like that burning coal. The question is, will you catch it or will you let it fall? Most people catch it. They hold on to the negativity, letting it burn them from the inside. They replay the insult in their minds. They let the frustration grow. But the truth is, you don't have to catch it at all. You can choose detachment. Why? Detachment is the key to emotional freedom. Detachment does not mean you stop caring. It does not mean you let people walk over you. It simply means you stop letting things control you. Most anger comes from attachment. Attachment to how people should behave, how they should treat us, and how the world should work. But reality does not always match our expectations. And when it doesn't, frustration follows. But here's the shift. What if you dropped those expectations? What if you no longer needed people to act a certain way? What if someone's rudeness no longer affected you? What if their words became meaningless to you? That is true power. Because when nothing outside of you controls your emotions, you are free. The art of letting go. Holding on to anger is like holding a rope that burns your hands. The longer you hold on, the more it hurts. But the moment you let go, the pain stops. Letting go does not mean weakness. It does not mean surrender. It means realizing that your peace is worth more than your pride. The next time someone disrespects you, try this. Smile. Not to mock them, not to provoke them, but to remind yourself that you are above their negativity. Because the moment you show that their words have no effect, you take away their power. They wanted a reaction, you gave them nothing, and that frustrates them more than any comeback ever could. This is the art of letting go, not responding, not engaging, not allowing negativity to live inside you, the truth about other people's opinions. One of the biggest reasons people get angry is they care too much about what others think. But here's something to remember. Other people's opinions are not facts. They are just reflections of their own reality. A person who is rude to you is simply showing who they are, not who you are. A person who insults you is only revealing their own insecurities, not your flaws. Most people are not even thinking about you. They are thinking about themselves. They are lost in their own worries, fears, and struggles. So why let their words bother you? Why give so much importance to people who don't even know your truth? The secret is this. Your opinion of yourself should be stronger than anyone else's opinion of you. Mastering emotional control in real life. Knowing this is one thing, but applying it in real life, that's where the real challenge begins. Here's how to train yourself to stay calm in any situation. Pause before you react. The moment you feel anger rising, stop. Take a deep breath. Count to 3. This small pause gives you control over your emotions instead of letting them control you. Ask yourself, does this matter? In a week, a month, or a year, will this moment still matter? If not, why waste energy on it now? Most anger is over things that are meaningless in the long run. Detach from the drama. When someone tries to pull you into negativity, see it as a game you refuse to play. You win by not engaging. Use silence as power. Not every attack needs a response. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is say nothing. Silence shows confidence. It shows strength. It shows that you are above the nonsense. The ultimate test of strength. True strength is not in fighting battles that don't matter. It is in choosing peace over pride. Most people think being strong means standing up and fighting back. But real power is the ability to walk away, untouched and unbothered. Because the person who controls their emotions controls their life. And once you master this, nothing and no one will ever disturb your peace again. How to break free from emotional triggers. If someone can trigger you, they can control you. If their words or actions can change your emotions, it means they hold power over your mind. And the moment you realize this, you face a choice. Stay controlled or take your power back. Most people go through life reacting. Something happens and they respond instantly. They get insulted and they lash out. They get ignored and they feel hurt. They hear an opinion they don't like and they argue. But here's the truth. Reacting is weakness. Because when you react, you are not in control. You are being controlled. Why your mind gets triggered? The reason people get triggered so easily is simple. They attach their emotions to external things. Think about it. If someone calls you a failure, why does it bother you? If someone ignores you, why do you feel bad? It's because deep down, a part of you believes it. The words wouldn't hurt if you were truly secure. The silence wouldn't affect you if you didn't already have doubts. And that's the real issue. It's not what others say. It's not what others do. It's the meaning you attach to it. But the moment you stop attaching meaning, you stop getting triggered. The power of seeing things as they are. Imagine someone yelling at you in a language you don't understand. Would you get angry? No, because their words are meaningless to you. Now, what if you started seeing all negativity this way? What if an insult became just noise? What if criticism became just words? What if rejection became just another event, nothing more? This is the secret. Seeing things as they are without adding emotional weight. Someone calls you a failure, that's their opinion, not your truth. Someone tries to humiliate you, that's their action, not your identity. The moment you stop giving meaning to negativity, it loses all power over you. How to train yourself to be unshakable. This level of control does not come overnight, but it can be trained. And once you train it, you become untouchable. Here's how. Catch yourself reacting every time you feel anger, frustration, or irritation. Pause. Ask yourself, why am I reacting? The moment you catch yourself, you weaken the reaction. Detach from the emotion. Instead of saying, I am angry, say, I feel anger. This small shift reminds you, you are not your emotions. You experience them, but they don't define you. Shift your perspective. Every person who tries to trigger you is giving you a test to see if you control your mind or if they do. Pass the test by staying calm. Decide who you want to be. Do you want to be the person who is easily provoked, or do you want to be the person who remains calm no matter what? Your choice determines your future. Why most people stay emotionally weak. Most people never break free from their emotional triggers because they never challenge them. They live in a cycle. React, regret, repeat. Someone upsets them, they react instantly. Then later they wish they handled it differently, but they never change because they never take control. But the strongest people in the world, they master this skill. They train their minds to remain still in chaos. They train their emotions to stay steady, no matter what happens around them. And because of this, they are free. The secret to lasting inner peace. True peace does not come from fixing the world around you. It comes from fixing how you respond to it. Because the world will never stop challenging you. There will always be people who try to provoke you. There will always be situations that test your patience. But when you master yourself, none of it will matter. You will walk through life unbothered, unshaken, unstoppable. Because no one can control a mind that is truly free. Imagine walking through a storm, but not a single drop of rain touches you. The wind is strong, but it doesn't move you. The thunder roars, but it doesn't shake you. This is how true emotional control feels. The chaos is still there, but it no longer affects you. People will always try to pull you into their storm. They will try to provoke you. They will test your patience. But the question is, will you step into their storm, or will you stay in your peace? The answer lies in emotional distance. Why emotional distance is your superpower. Most people get affected because they take things personally. Someone insults them and they feel attacked. Someone disrespects them and they feel wounded. But the truth is, nothing is personal. People do things based on who they are, not who you are. Their negativity is a reflection of their inner world, not yours. A person who is rude to you is rude to everyone. A person who lies to you lies to themselves first. A person who disrespects you has already disrespected themselves. Once you understand this, you stop taking things personally. You stop reacting. You stop getting pulled into drama that isn't yours. How to build an unbreakable mental wall. Emotional distance is not about shutting down. It's about protecting your inner peace. And just like a wall protects a fortress, you must build a mental wall around your emotion. Here's how. See the bigger picture. When someone tries to upset you, ask yourself, will this matter in 5 years? If the answer is no, don't give it your energy today. Be the observer, not the participant. Imagine watching an argument on TV. Would you jump into the screen and start fighting? No. You would stay on your couch, unaffected. Treat real life the same way. Step back, observe. Do not engage. Decide who deserves your energy. Not everyone deserves your emotions. Not every situation deserves your response. Save your energy for things that truly matter. Detach from outcomes. Most frustration comes from wanting things to go a certain way. But here's the truth, you can't control everything. Once you accept that, you free yourself from unnecessary stress, the trap of overreacting. Weak minds overreact. Strong minds stay still. When you overreact, you show the world that you can be controlled, that your emotions are easy to manipulate. And once people know they can trigger you, they will keep doing it. But when you stay calm, when you refuse to engage, they lose all power over you. Because nothing frustrates an attacker more than a target that won't react, the power of letting things pass. Not everything needs your attention. Not every comment needs your response. Not every insult needs your energy. Let things pass like a river flowing past a rock. Let negativity move around you without touching you. Because the moment you stop reacting, you become untouchable. You become powerful. You become free. And once you master this, no one will ever be able to disturb your peace again. Imagine a shield so strong that no insult, no criticism, and no negativity can break through it. Imagine walking through life unbothered, where the opinions of others no longer control you. This is not a dream, this is a skill, and once you develop it, you will never be emotionally weak again. Negativity is everywhere. People will test you. They will try to drag you into their chaos. Some will criticize you, others will try to belittle you. But here's the secret. It's not what they say that affects you, it's how you interpret it. The moment you stop giving meaning to negativity, it loses all power over you. Why people try to bring you down? The world is full of insecure people, and insecure people do one thing. They try to pull others down to their level. A person who is unhappy with themselves will try to make you unhappy. A person who feels powerless will try to take your power. A person who has failed will try to make you feel like a failure. But their words are not about you, their words are about them. When someone insults you, they are showing their own pain. When someone tries to control you, they are revealing their own fear. Once you realize this, you stop taking things personally. You stop letting small people pull you into small battles, because a lion does not lose sleep over the opinion of sheep. How to train your mind to ignore negativity. Emotional immunity is like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it gets. Here's how you train yourself to be immune to negativity. Understand that words are just sounds. If someone yells an insult at you in a language you don't understand, would you get offended? No, because the words have no meaning to you. Apply this to all negativity. Words are just sounds. You decide whether they mean something or not. Break the habit of reacting. Every time you feel the urge to react, pause, breathe, let it pass. The more you do this, the more you train your brain to stop reacting. Treat negativity like background noise. Imagine walking through a busy city. People are talking, cars are honking, but do you stop and listen to every sound? No, you keep walking. Do the same with negativity. Let it fade into the background. Detach from validation. Most people react because they seek approval. They want to be liked. But here's the truth. You don't need validation. You don't need permission to be strong. The moment you stop seeking approval, you become free. Why weak people get controlled? Weak people give power to every negative comment. They let words define them. They let opinions shape them. And because of this, they remain trapped in emotional pain. But strong people? Strong people control their own emotion. They do not react. They do not engage in meaningless battles. They do not let the weak pull them down, because they understand one thing: power belongs to those who do not give it away. The mindset of an unshakable person. When you train your mind to ignore negativity, you enter a new level of strength. You walk with confidence. You live without fear. You speak without hesitation, because nothing can break a mind that refuses to be broken. So the next time someone tries to bring you down, remember this: they only have power if you give it to them. Take your power back. Stay calm. Stay in control. Stay untouchable. Because once you master this, no one will ever have power over your emotions again. Breaking free from emotional control Imagine walking into a room where people are gossiping, complaining, and spreading negativity, but instead of being affected, you remain calm, focused, and at peace. You are completely unbothered. This is what true emotional control feels like. You no longer react to negativity. You no longer absorb the energy of others. You remain in control, always. But most people, they are the opposite. They allow themselves to be emotionally controlled by everyone around them. A rude comment ruins their mood. A negative person drains their energy. A small inconvenience makes them angry. This is not strength. This is emotional slavery. And if you want to be free, you must learn one thing: how to detach from emotional control. Why people try to control your emotions. There is a simple reason why people try to trigger you: because they want to control you. A person who can make you angry can make you do things you regret. A person who can make you defensive can make you doubt yourself. A person who can make you feel guilty can make you apologize for things you didn't even do. Emotional control is one of the most powerful forms of manipulation, and weak people fall for it every time. But strong people, they do not play this game. They recognize the tricks, they see through the manipulation, they refuse to be controlled, and because of this, they remain unshakable. How to stop being emotionally controlled? Emotional control is a habit, and like any habit, it can be broken. Here's how you break free. Recognize emotional triggers. Every time you feel anger, guilt, or frustration, pause. Ask yourself, did someone just try to control me? The moment you recognize the pattern, you weaken its power. Refuse to react immediately. Weak people react instantly. They let emotions take over. But strong people, they pause. They give themselves space to think. This pause gives them control. Practice the art of indifference. Indifference is power. When someone tries to provoke you, show no reaction. Let their words pass through you like air. The moment they see they cannot control you, they lose all power. Detach from emotional validation. People seek control by making you crave validation. They make you feel guilty. They make you feel unworthy. They make you feel like you need approval. But here's the truth. You do not need anyone's validation. The moment you stop seeking it, you become truly free. Why weak people stay trapped? Weak people cannot handle being ignored. They want a reaction. They need an emotional response, because without it, they lose their control. When you react, you give them fuel, you give them attention, you play their game, and the moment you do that, you have already lost. But when you stay calm, when you refuse to engage, they become powerless, because nothing frustrates a manipulator more than someone who refuses to be manipulated. The power of being untouchable. True strength is not about fighting every battle. It's about knowing which battles are beneath you. It's about knowing that not every insult needs an answer, that not every attack deserves a response. The strongest people in the world do not waste their energy on weak distraction. They stay focused, they stay calm, they stay untouchable. And once you develop this mindset, no one will ever be able to control your emotions again, reclaiming your power through emotional mastery. Imagine a world where no one can push your buttons, where no words can shake your confidence, where no person can control your emotions. That world exists, but only for those who master their inner world. Most people live as emotional puppets. They let others pull their strings. A rude comment makes them defensive. A negative person drains their energy. A small inconvenience ruins their whole day. This is not power. This is weakness. If you want to be truly strong, you must reclaim your emotional power. You must take back control, because the moment you do, you become unstoppable. Why people struggle with emotional control? There's a reason why most people get easily bothered. It's because they are ruled by their emotions instead of ruling their emotions. They never trained their mind to resist negativity. They never built the habit of emotional discipline. And because of this, they fall for every emotional trap. They take things personally. They react before thinking. They let others dictate their feelings. But here's the truth. No one can control your emotions unless you allow them to. The power is always in your hands, but only if you choose to claim it. How to build emotional mastery. Emotional mastery is not about suppressing feelings. It's about directing them. It's about choosing where your energy goes, and to master your emotions, you must train your mind. Here's how. Create an emotional filter. Not every opinion deserves your attention. Not every comment deserves a response. Not every situation deserves your energy. Imagine your mind as a filter. Before reacting, ask yourself, does this deserve my energy? If the answer is no, let it go. Develop emotional distance. The closer you are to negativity, the more it affects you. But when you create distance mentally and emotionally, it loses its grip on you. See negativity for what it is, a distraction, a test, an illusion. The moment you step back, it loses power. Master the art of emotional delay. Weak people react instantly, strong people pause. The moment you feel triggered, delay your reaction, breathe. Count to 10, let the emotions settle. Most of the time, you'll realize it wasn't worth reacting to. Detach from external validation. Many people get affected because they crave approval. They want to be liked. They want to be accepted. But the moment you stop seeking validation, you become free. Because nothing outside of you defines you. You define yourself. Why indifference is a superpower? Most people think strength is about fighting back, but true strength, it's about not needing to fight at all. When you stop reacting, when you stop getting affected, you become untouchable. You rise above the drama. You operate on a different level. Because here's the secret. People only have power over you if you give it to them. And the moment you take it back, you become stronger than anyone who ever tried to bring you down. So stay calm, stay focused, stay in control. Because once you master your emotions, you master your life. The power of inner stability. Think about the last time someone made you angry. The last time someone's words disturbed your peace. The last time you allowed someone to control your emotions. Now ask yourself, was it worth it? Did that anger make your life better? Did that frustration serve you? Or did it only drain your energy, ruin your focus, and steal your happiness? Most people live their entire lives in emotional chaos. They get triggered by small things. They waste hours thinking about meaningless conflicts. They let others decide how they feel, but the strongest people, they refuse to live like this. They choose inner stability over emotional reaction. They choose calmness over chaos. They choose control over being controlled. And because of this, they remain powerful. Why? Your peace is more valuable than any argument. People waste so much time in pointless battles. They argue over things that don't matter. They get upset over words that hold no real weight. But here's the truth. Peace is always more valuable than proving a point. You don't need to win every argument. You don't need to convince everyone to see your side. You don't need to respond to every insult. Because the moment you do, you give away your peace. And peace, it's priceless. Once you realize this, you stop engaging in meaningless conflicts. You stop trying to control how others see you. You stop reacting to every negative person. Instead, you protect your peace like it's the most valuable thing you own.